Happy Sunday, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Maggie. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I'm very new to YouTube, so I am still figuring out everything that I can do on this channel. I'm still even figuring out what direction I want to go in, so I'm really going to rely on feedback from everyone. But thank you for coming back. As you can see from the title, I've decided to share my weight loss journey. It's something that my husband has encouraged me and others have encouraged me. And I really want, having been somebody who was obese and overweight for decades, practically my entire adult life, has been difficult. It's been challenging. And for a woman who wants to look beautiful and attractive, it can really be very demoralizing to your self-image. I've been there. I totally know it. 2020 was hard for so many people. And I started the year very obese. This is really difficult to share because I never told anybody what my weight was. I was fast approaching the 300-pound mark. I am not sure, but the last highest weight I knew that I had was 265 pounds, which blows my mind that I could even get that big. I was a 2X or a size 18, 20, venturing up into possibly a size 22. And I had given up hope of ever being able to lose weight. The reason being is because I was doing everything that the diet industry has told you to do. I even paid, like 6 years ago, a certain group, and I'm not going to say anything to criticize them because I know that their plan works for others. It just wasn't working for me. I paid somebody the better part of $40 or $50 a month for one of their coaches or trainers to coach me on what I'm supposed to eat. They gave me eating plans. I was working out there with weights and aerobics. I was doing Zumba, and I was walking literally couple of times a day, working out literally 6 days a week, eating 1,200 calories. Now, logic should tell you, with limited caloric intake and increased exercise, that the weight should be just melting right off. In 9 months, I lost a whopping 17 pounds. I thought, that's it. I'm throwing in the towel. That was literally my last hope. And I thought, I can't do this. This is not doing me any good. I'm not getting the results that I think I should be getting. And I wasn't even being unreasonable about it. I just thought, if I were to lose the 2 pounds, what was it, 2 pounds a week that they said was healthy, or even 2 pounds a month, by the end of 9 months, I should have been far more than what I had, 2 pounds a week, whatever it is the diet industry says. That should have been anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds a month. And by the end of 9 months, that should have been significant, at least up to 40 pounds. Only 17. I was in despair because I wanted to look good. I'm like anybody else. I wanted to be healthy. I was active. I was doing these things, but the extra weight was just still there. And fast forward 6 years, I'm still swimming. I'm still walking with my husband. I'm still doing Zumba. I'm still doing the things that I know to do, and nothing is budging on my weight. The highest weight that I remember recording was 265 pounds. It could have gotten higher than that. I don't know. I was in despair and worried that I was not going to have the longevity that I hoped to have. But I wanted to be healthy too. I don't want to say it's all vanity, but who doesn't want to look good? Who doesn't want to feel good? So about May this year, during Mother's Day, my husband bought me one of these lovely Fitbits, and I was so grateful because 5 years ago I had the Garmin version, which was called the Vivo Fit, and it kept me on track and accountable. There was something there, and I need that. I'm one of those people, I need this, okay? So I started in May using this and trying to get 10,000 steps a day because they say that's really good for you. You should be doing that. And I thought, okay, I'll do it. So I started doing it, and I noticed I was beginning to slowly creep back up on the scale. And I did notice I lost probably about 7 pounds. And then right there in my Facebook feed, a miracle happened. I saw an ad for a group called Eat Like a Bear. Dr. Amanda Rose is the founder. She said, I'm half my size, and she did it in a year. She went from 280 pounds to 140 pounds. If I can figure it out, I'm going to say this now because I know I'll get help too. I'm going to put a link in below, however that's done. I'll figure it out. To her group, I know she has a page on YouTube, but I watched her video, and the women in her video were me. They were my age. I'm in my early 50s. And of course, as you get older, they tell you it gets harder to lose weight. I watched the video and I felt hope rising up inside me. And I thought, maybe, just maybe, this will work. I didn't want it to be another fad diet. I didn't want it to be something that I would start and then stop and then complete that vicious cycle again and again and again. She had a 3-day challenge, and she said, take the 3-day challenge. And I thought, I can do this. Her concept is intermittent fasting. Now, as a Christian believer, there's scripture that says something along the lines of when you fast, which indicates there's an expectation that as Christians, we are going to fast. It's going to be part of our routine. But there's the diet industry that tells you, oh, you're shutting down your metabolism. That's not good for you. That's the most important meal of the day. Don't skip this. Don't skip that. 6 small meals. You guys know the lingo. This is a billion-dollar industry, and I'm not saying that they're out to scam anybody. I think anything that has shown results is in the diet industry market. I don't think anybody is putting out anything that doesn't produce some kind of a result for someone. However, it wasn't working for me ever, and I tried nearly all of them with very little or no success, or no lasting success, I should say. So I thought, let me try 3 days. I can give them 3 days. In 3 days, and this was beginning June the 8th, is when I started. It involves a ridiculously big salad once a day. And I thought, fasting for 23, eating for 1, I'm not sure I can do that, but I can try it for 3 days and see how I feel. And I was completely and utterly amazed. It's got keto elements in the sense that this eating plan, and it's a way of eating. It's not a diet that you start and then once you lose weight, you stop. This is a new way of eating. It throws you into ketosis, which I think everybody knows that means fat burning mode. It throws your body into ketosis. You're cutting out the sugar and all the high processed carbs. And there's no counting, there's no measuring, there's no any of that stuff. You follow her formula, and I strongly urge you to give it a try. She has a Facebook group called Eat Like a Bear, and many of you who know me, who have seen my Facebook page, have joined me on that page, and you've seen the encouraging testimonies. You're trolling for a while to see if you're going to make it work. And quite a few people, they get medical brain or nurse brain, or what is it called, or the diet industry brain, where they're saying in their brain, they're already discounting the diet. Oh, I can't do this. I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, and there are people that literally have any and every kind of diabetes, autoimmune conditions, fibromyalgia. I mean, there's all kinds of conditions, high blood pressure. Some of these gals are in wheelchairs. They do the diet and they start the new way of eating. And by the same time, the next year, not only have they lost all the weight, but they're now mobile. They're now out of that wheelchair. Their fibromyalgia is reversing. It's the body healing itself. And that's what fasting provides, the intermittent fasting. I've done a modified version of it because I'm very active. Thanks to this, I challenged myself about midway in June to double my step for the day. So instead of 10,000, I've been challenging myself to do 20,000 steps in the day. Well, if you're moving that much and you're doing that much exercise, you're going to get hungry. And so when my stomach starts eating a hole in itself, I grab a handful of nuts or a piece of string cheese. And I try to keep that as close to my eating window as I can, but I don't feel guilty about it. On December the 31st, I was down 59 pounds. I've gone from a 18-20 or a 2 extra large, 2XL, down to a 12-14, and I'm still going down. I am now, according to my last weigh-in, 203 pounds. I am 4 measly pounds away from Wonderland, and I have a goal to be down to 180 by my next birthday. I almost said it. The end of February. And so you're going to see what's happening. I'm taking care of my skin, doing the best I can. I don't like this old person neck. I'm going to do what I can. What old person neck? But anyway, I want to encourage you, if any of you have struggled with your weight, if any of you have felt hopeless, like you can't do it, I really strongly urge you to give this a try. Many doctors have endorsed it. You go to the link and just check it out. And it's something you do need to invest in and read for yourself. You can't be calling a friend, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have to own it and embrace it yourself. Okay. You're going to get all the support that you need from the other bears, or the other cubs as they call themselves. Join the den. Join the den. And of course, the eat like a bear concept is that bears have a large meal and then they hibernate and they don't eat. Now, obviously, you're not going to be going to sleep, for that. But a lot of these gals don't start exercising until after they have lost weight already. I have been brought to tears by so many of the testimonies as we're cheering these gals on and they're seeing the results. Gals that have suffered with carrying 500 pounds of weight on their frames. And then as the months are coming along, they're down 80 pounds. They're down 100 pounds. I mean, this is happening, and it's happening quickly and safely. No saggy skin, because this lovely thing called autophagy, which I act like I know what I'm talking about, but Amanda Rose introduced me to that. It's what happens around the 12th to the 16th hour of fasting. Your body begins to produce the unnecessary proteins that are lagging around. So all that extra loose skin and everything else just begins to tighten it up. And even after you lose the weight, it continues to tighten up. I got quite a bit of skin around my midriff from having 4 huge babies that I had no hope of ever getting rid of. I have hope now. So we'll see how that progresses. I want to encourage you to just love on yourself enough to take care of your body, and love your family enough to take care of your body. They love you. They need you. They want you around. And the adjustments you make are so minimal. It's worth it. It is completely worth it. You are worth it. So God bless you. I hope this encourages you. I hope you give it a look. Give it a look, because your health, your energy, your increased mobility is going to be so worth the effort. Bye for now. Have a great day.